Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. It's been a while. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to the Tri-State Traffic Show here on this Friday, November the 18th, 2022. I am O'Don, your traffic jockey here in the traffic center. And unfortunately, it is fairly busy here on this last Friday before Thanksgiving. So we'll get to the action here. Unfortunately, we have 95 shut down in Connecticut. That's where we're going to start with a pretty bad accident still being cleared. But anyway, so we are back here this morning. I apologize for being off the entire week. I got kind of called into service from ETV. So I've been doing the anchoring. Hopefully you're able to everyone's watch. Again, that comes on like around the bottom of the hour, between like 120, between like 25 and 35 after the hour, somewhere in that vicinity. That's usually when they do the news updates. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and we'll continue to do that here for the rest of the year. So our next broadcast will be next Wednesday, and then we'll be off for Thanksgiving and the Friday after. So then after that won't be until the following Wednesday. So kind of a limited run here for the next 2 weeks or so, but it's good to be back. I've missed everybody. And we are up and running now on Facebook and YouTube here this morning. Comment section is now open. So fire up those comments here at 7:25, and also fire up the heated seats in the heat, because it's 30 degrees here in Central Jersey. Definitely a colder start than the last time I believe that I was with you. It was like in the 60s in the morning. So it felt like spring. And then last Saturday was like 75 degrees. And so the last couple of days, it's only been in the 40s or so. So it's been a kind of roller coaster ride here the last week or so. So anyway, we are up and running, as I said. We also have some new stuff from Darley. So I talked to Darley over this little break here, if you want to call it that. So we have some new teaser trailer for season 10. So I'm excited to show you that. We'll show you that at 7:45. And we're going to 9 o'clock here this morning. Again, comment section is open on this November the 18th. All right, so let's get to the action here this morning. Let's bring in our maps. Close off the banner here now and bring in our sponsors. Actually, since we haven't been on for the last week, we'll put up all 4 sponsors for us. And again, like I said, I have a new promo from Darley, which is a lot of fun for season 10. So excited to show you that as well. All right, so we go to 95 here this morning. Now, as I was doing the opening to the broadcast, they just opened up the 2 left lanes here, getting into exit 6. So that is some fresh news. You're really hearing that first. Let's go to the cameras. I got a feeling they may not have kept the cameras in service, but yeah, it's cameras 11 and 12 is what I would need to show you what the story is. Let's go right to the maps. Now, again, here on a Friday, getting out to the week before Thanksgiving, or the week of Thanksgiving, volume is down significantly across the area. So our delays are back through Norwalk and really Westport, back through about 17, but it's still going to take you probably well over 40 minutes or so as you head south. That's why the Merritt is so jacked up. If it wasn't for this crash, the Merritt Parkway would probably be almost empty. The 95 is hitting the brakes here. I think there's something going on up in Bridgeport, probably around exit 24, give or take. Let's just go through the cameras. I think that'll be page 3. 22. Yeah, by 24, it's onto the shoulder. But as we know, everyone is stopping to take a look here this morning. Let's see here. Alexandra says, happy Friday. I tried to go to 2 DMVs yesterday to change my name on my license, but was turned away. Wow. Wonder why they turned you away. Hmm. I like how you call it the DMV and not the MVC. This is the stupidest thing going at the Motor Vehicle Commission. I come on. When I was over at News 12, they insisted that we say MVC instead of DMV, and I'm like, well, nobody in New Jersey talks that way. Just like we don't call it Interstate 80, we call it Route 80. But I like the DMV, Alexandra. Very nice. That's what it will always be. Yeah, I wonder why they wouldn't turns you away. Hmm. It's maybe something that um they wanted you to do online instead of doing it in person, or maybe you had to do it in person, or I would think you'd have to do it in person. So name changes are on a walk-in basis. Okay, but they told me I had to stand in line before 8 a.m. What? Oh my gosh. Well, with your working schedule, I mean, I think that's kind of difficult to do. No, maybe if you have a work from home day, but shouldn't have to take time out of take time off from work in order just to go to the DMV. I don't know if they have Saturday, but that shouldn't have to ruin a Saturday by standing in line there to get your name changed. To me, honestly, the name change should really just be I think it should just be an online thing that you just show your marriage certificate or whatever it is that you have to do. Interesting. Hmm. Good old DMV. All right. So that's our situation here in Connecticut. So 95 on the shoulder. Barry Parkway just jacked here from about 41 all the way down through about 36 because it's alternate volume from 95, having been closed here for a little bit out by exit 6 in Stamford. Unfortunately, I don't have the camera, but now we have two lanes open. So now that should begin to ease up. Again, this is not going to ease up until probably another hour, maybe 8:15, 45 minutes or so. Um, so that's Connecticut. Let's go back to the normal routine. We'll go back to New Jersey now. 42 down pole wires, Ant Town Road in Washington. All lanes are open. 130 southbound the ramp to Union Avenue to Pensacola, and one lane is shut. That's not really there. All right, so let's go back to Jersey. And we do have some delays here this morning along 208. Hawthorne Fairlawn. What else is new? The whole Bacchanal traffic. Now, it looks like there's something going on to 46 through the construction of Valley Road. That wouldn't make sense. That's why this is all jacked up all the way back through almost Route 23. The westbound side, we're just jacked and tuned up here coming out of Bloomfield Avenue all the way through to the Parkway. Some rubbernecking delays as well as just volume. And the 21 up to Route 20 is busy. 17 both ways here at Essex Street. That's crowded this morning. 17. Route 3 is good. Just 21 onto Route 3 is heavy. Both ways to the Parkway into Bloomfield is crowded. What else is new? So is the Bay Extension with some sun glare. Inbound side 1-9. Getting up to truck routes 1 and 9. It's crowded this morning. But it's definitely lighter volume than normal because the Parkway through Union County, you can make it all the way as far as 280, and things are in fairly comfortable order. Eastbound 24 is heavy off 287, so is eastbound 80 in the areas of exits 35 or so. But further out to the west, 80, 46, 206, 78, 31, 202, 206, the whole central Jersey. Even 287 is fine. A little crowding here in towards Edison and Metuchen, but nothing terrible to write home about. This is going to be on Route 1 both ways out through Old Post Road. That's a bit heavy. The Turnpike, Route 9, 18, 35, 36. That's clear. 195 is fine. 295 also in great shape. 206 as we continue down through Ocean County, 79, 37. And there's not a whole lot of volume out here. Just I think some folks are starting to get teed up for Thanksgiving now. 9, 5, 347, Somers Point, Seattle City, Cape May, Wildwood is clear. The Turnpike, 55 into 42. That is a little bit busy. Ben Franklin, we are crowded this morning, but that's kind of just normal. 70, 130 through Collingswood, Camden, Pensauken. So it's fairly light this morning coming through the Jersey area. Let's do this. Let's go to the bridges and tunnels. It certainly looked like it was fairly heavy there. About 45 or so at the George, about 20 at the Lincoln, 25 at the Holland. And you know it's definitely lighter when the Lincoln is only is about 20 minutes. Do New Jersey Transit now. Northeast Corridor. Northeast Corridor canceled, 736. Departure from Jersey Avenue, 634. Departure from Penn Station, New York is canceled. Okay. Pascagoula Valley train 621 departure from Spring Valley is canceled due to mechanical issues. Let's dial in path. Dialing in. Oh, Big Rob Rowan. Robbie, what's up, brother? What's happening? Good to see you. Very nice. This guy was one of the best guys to work for. One of the best producers we had there at News 12. Got it. Let's just put it that way. Big Robbie just got it. Hoboken 33rd delayed. Crew reported mechanical problems on a train between Hoboken 33rd Street. Apologize for the inconvenience. At least they're pleasant about it. Hoboken 33rd, General Square 33rd, they are both delayed. Let's go to the city incident page. See what we've got. Nothing. Okay, let's do Long Island since we're here. Sunrise Highway at Horse Block Road. Broken down vehicle, LIE West at 48. The shoulder. They're both on the shoulder. Nothing to crowd home. Nothing to write home about, I should say. Let's see here. Taconic crashed on the Taconic North at 8. The shoulder is out, and then Sprain Bradhurst Avenue ramp is right shoulder is closed. Okay. Let's see what Rob's got here. Good to see you. Just got a new gig with the Attorney General's office as a PIO. Glad you're doing well. Oh, awesome, Rob. Great to hear. Very nice. So, are you working from home? Are you working in Trenton? That's a good gig, brother. That's a good gig. State job like that. That's solid, man. Solid. So there's your Westchester situation. So let's go through the maps. And again, we're lighter than normal, just for the fact of the matter is that it's a Friday and it's kind of now what we see. I think the work from home situation also is part of it. Still a lot of sun glare on the expressway across Staten Island as you come in to the Verrazano. Into the Gowanus through Industry City is heavy. So we continue up onto the BQE. What else is new? So that's heavy all the way to the Brooklyn Bridge, Battery Tunnel, maybe about 10 minutes or so. And southbound side is heavy into the same location. Williamsburg Bridge is a little solid there, but the FDR seems to be playing nicely all the way up until you get up to the Ed Koch. West side is good. Midtown Tunnel is about 10 minutes or so. It's not an awful ride. BQE heading south of Queens Boulevard, getting all the way across the Kosciuszko Bridge down into the Brooklyn Bridge is heavy. Lower roadway here, the LIE, that's busy. Ed Koch is about 10 minutes. FDR is crowded normal spots, 130s down in towards the 90s. West side doesn't look bad, just heavy coming right off of the George. Rob says here, let's see, hybrid schedule. I'm reporting to the Newark office, which is nice since I live in downtown Bloomfield, right off the Parkway at 148. Oh, wow, that's even better. That's a home run, man. Good for you. Congratulations, man. Couldn't happen to a better guy to get a good situation. And I think you know what I'm talking about. This TV stuff can be a wild ride. So excellent. Happy for you, brother. It's great. Good stuff. Oh yeah, that's a busy spot right off the Parkway, 148 on Bloomfield Avenue, over by the BMW dealer. And are you sure you see traffic all the time? Bloomfield Avenue is a busy road, no matter where you go. Yeah, even just trying to get up towards Montclair, and wow, it's a busy spot. So southbound here on the Deegan, speaking of busy, is heavy from Van Cortlandt Park down into the George. Southbound Bruckner is heavy onto the elevated section, getting up and into the Deegan. West of the Cross Bronx. Bronx were busy out of the interchange. Bronx River Parkway is heavy here, heading south this morning out at the Bronx Zoo. North on the Bruckner is busy, getting up into the Hutch. Bronx Neck Whitestone are fine into Queens, but the northbound Whitestone Expressway heavy up to the Whitestone Bridge. West on the Grand Central is heavy at LaGuardia. Let's see here. Buenos Dias, frigid but sunny day in Homedale, 22. Oof, 22. Wow, what is this? January? Holy smokes! Thank you. I hear you. I hear you on that. Hopefully, we can meet for lunch soon. And yes, a lot of traffic off that exit around, but the neighborhood is walkable, which is nice. Yeah, absolutely. We'll set up something, Robbie. Good to see you, brother. Congratulations on the new gig. And yeah, that's also another piece of Bloomfield Avenue is that you can walk to just about everything, which is great. So good to see you, Rob. Thanks for joining us. And thanks, Anna, for joining us as well with our real field temps. We'll get to Raine in the weather center now. I just to preface you, I didn't get the weather reports from the group last night. So this is the report that I would have gotten from for yesterday. So if she's talking about things in the past, we haven't gone into the Back to the Future time machine. That's the reports that I have. So that's what we're going to run with at this point. So, I didn't get anything this morning, and I haven't spoken to John in a couple of weeks. I need to update him on the situation. Yeah, I just haven't done that. But anyway, let's go back out here because we'll hit weather here in about 4 minutes now. So we got the Jackie Robinson all tied up in the normal spots into the interchange, and the westbound LIE is heavy here as you get out to Boulevard. East here on the LIE is busy into the Clearview. So is the ride east on the Grand Central. Looks like we have an accident just past the Clearview. Cross Island is heavy at Bayside Marina. And then going north on the Cross Island is busy getting all the way up into the Grand Central. Both ways the Van Wyck is heavy at Hillside Avenue. West on the Belt is heavy here at the airport, and then again into Flatbush Avenue. All right, so let's go out to Long Island, and you definitely know it's a Friday because, I mean, just some pockets of volume here on the Southern State going west of the Meadowbrook, north on the Wantagh is pretty busy in the Hempstead Turnpike, but the LIE is pretty much wide open from 135 all the way out to Queens. Not many times you can say that for the morning rush. Northern State West and the Wantagh is heavy. A lot of that's just because there's only 2 lanes. West on the LIE is heavy here at 110. Southern, some sun glare going east here at 17, 18, 19. West is busy from 26 through just about 19 out to Suffolk County. LIE West here, that's highway, a little crowded. North Santikos getting up in S1 is busy. Sunrise Highway, where Heavy Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, then all the way out to Montauk, North Shore, 25, 25A. Everything is good there. Let's go to that Sandy Coast. Let me just see if there's dog next door is just insane. What's wrong with him? I don't know what's going on. He's another dog or what, but I don't understand why they can't put the exit numbers up. This is Pioneer Drive, I believe, is S1. That's the one good thing with with the roads in Long Island is that they put S2. Really? So they put the name of the roadway, like W2 M1 Meadowbrook Wantagh. S1 here. I've been on the side coast in years. Narrow road, and it's got like this dirt. Pioneer Drive S2. Okay. Well, they also have the locators as well. Like, you get off at the one that I remember the most is Southern 28N for 135, which would designate it going north and south, which I think is a pretty good idea as well. Let's see. Connor, good morning. Thanks for joining us. And it says, not sure if I saw the albino deer picture of the email. Heavy deer activity at all times of the day. Definitely have to drive defensively. Absolutely. And I did see that. Yes. Oh, I meant to put that in. I will put that in. You know what? Let's go to weather now. I don't know how long her report is, but let's dial in the weather, and then I'll see if I can bring up that picture because that was really cool. Let's see here now. Well, it would help if I actually put the weather into the show. So it's moment. Wow, way off the page here. All right, let me see if I can bring in the deer photo. Where are we? Wow, wow. That is a wild picture. Deer. Holy cow. Really? Look at that. Let's do this. And it's amazing. Just in the last week, there's been so much auto news that I haven't even got to, and well, maybe we can touch on that in about an hour or so. It looks like if it's starting to slow up. Let's do this. Let me bring in Anna's pictures because I think I can do that now. Give me a moment. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Give it a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. All right. So we're going to open up the red background. And there is our culprit. There he is. Albino deer. Look at that. Wow. Now, Anna, have you seen him, her? Have you seen this deer before, or is this something new, or you just happen to just get lucky and just happen to see him and then take a picture? Here's a second shot. Albino deer grazing. Yeah, there's deer all over the place. Unfortunately, roadkill on 287 and 80 and Route 10, Route 46. They're just all over the place. Wow, look at that. It's crazy. All right, let's go to the weather center here and we're back from Anna. Let's go to the first hit. Now, again, folks, that if she's talking about it about Thursday, this is from yesterday. I didn't get the weather from the weather watchers for today, so just bear that in mind. All right, so let's send over to Raine in the weather center.
Good morning, Don. Let's get into our headlines for today. It's chilly and windy today, as it was yesterday, and then as we move throughout the week, Consistent temperatures as well as general conditions throughout the week, and no precipitation expected at all. So for our commute forecast, looking like mostly clear conditions this morning, as well as that will continue throughout the afternoon and evening, mostly clear conditions, so nothing to worry about for your commute. For today's highs, 43 in Sussex, 46 in New York, Piscataway, Millville, Atlantic City, Milford, and Islip, as well as down in Wildwood at 48 degrees. Generally, almost the same conditions all across the tri-state area in the low and mid 40s. Looking at tonight's lows, 24 up in Sussex, 27 down in Piscataway and Trenton, 31 in Milford, 32 in Islip. Generally, not too different across the tri-state area, a little chillier over in Sussex, but generally just 20s and low 30s for tonight. Looking at the futurecast, nothing too interesting for the remainder of this week, aside from there are some chances of snow showers in Pennsylvania, as well as some of upstate New York. But on our little map here, the most we're probably going to see is maybe some wintry mix in the New York City area, but nothing particularly of concern, just some passing clouds for the remainder of Friday. And moving into Saturday, pretty much the same, just some clouds in the South Jersey region. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Raine. Nice job as always there in the Weather Center. And there's our friend, the albino deer. Maybe that is our mascot. Maybe he's the official tri-state traffic show mascot is the white deer, the albino deer, right? Fun. All right. Well, I wonder if the albino deer likes ice cream. And if he does, we have to send him over to Cranford and the Vanilla Bean Creamery. I have to go back here as we were doing weather. Anna replied. So let me go. How can I do this? Go back to there. Okay. So we'll go back to Ralph in a second. So Anna says, this albino buck has been in Homedale for a few years. I saw him once before, but many miles away. This picture was taken just outside my front door. I think he heard about the pumpkins. Yes, I think he was. There you go. It's a new menu. Your menu is biting. So you're calling him in from, it was like literally the mating call or something. I don't know. That you're wow. Good stuff. Look at that. Very nice. All right. So let's go back to, and Connor says, wow, belated birthday weather report. Happy birthday, Connor. Yes. So congratulations to Connor. For Connor there. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday yesterday. All right. So let's go back to Ralph. Where are you, Ralph? There we go. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. I bet you if you put ice cream, Anna, in the pumpkin, I'm sure that you would have the entire herd somehow showing up. Okay, just wait a moment. I just lost the mouse. There we go. So, oh, come on. What is with this? Let's see here now. All right, so we're back to, sorry, set up some of the comments. Okay, so Vanilla Bean Creamery, 908-272-3000 is the phone number, 22 North Avenue West in historic Cranford, New Jersey. CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com. Head over and see our good friend Ralph, and here's a picture of Ralph and our other good buddy Justin, who's doing real well up there in Boston. He's on the air now, so congratulations to him. That is Ralph on the left, the owner proprietor of the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery for the last 12th season, 13th season, 2010, I think. So he's finishing up, I think, his 12th, going into his 13th. I believe that's right. Here's some of the wonderful offerings he has: the party cake, vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, the quarter 3, cookie dough. Has the cotton candy. That's Anna's daughter's favorite there, the cotton candy, the party cake. You see all the wonderful toppings, the M&Ms, the sprinkles, just delicious stuff all across the board. Looks like he's retiring some of those sorbets as well for the season. Although last weekend, you wouldn't be surprised that he probably sold quite a bit of it with it being 75 degrees. S'moreo, triple strawberry, chocolate, cookies, and cream. Just amazing stuff here at the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this ice cream. And, almost 5 stars on Google. So definitely get out to Cranford in central New Jersey or north central Jersey in Union County, right off the historic Raton Valley rail line. There are some of the ice cream sandwiches, the chipwiches, and the flying saucers, and he has these wonderful all occasion cakes. He does have some Thanksgiving cakes as well, shaped as turkeys and pumpkins and things. So he's got just about something for everyone, sugar-free options. He has some frozen yogurt. He has the soft serve. He has the Dole and pineapple and raspberry whip. So again, he has something for everyone. Definitely head over to the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. 908-272-3000 is the phone number, 22 North Avenue West in Cranford, New Jersey. Now, just around the corner, basically, from the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery is our friends over at the Shaved Cave. 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. 908-325-6283 is the phone number. Definitely give the shop a call for all your manly grooming needs, for your hot towel shaves, for your beards, everything. They do a wonderful job. It's got that classic barber shop feel with a modern kind of look to it. The fellas have the games on during, and again, the World Cup is coming up next week, starting on Tuesday, the 22nd. So they are going to be in full effect there. They're going to have all the games for the World Cup. So go in, get a nice hot towel shave, enjoy the company, enjoy the ambiance, kind of what takes place in the barbershop stays in the barbershop, that kind of vibe. I mean, we've all seen the barbershop Ice Cube movies and things, so which are very, very funny films. But again, Shave Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, not too far from downtown Cranford. 908-325-6283. Again, 908-325-6283 is the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. Give my buddy a call there. Omar or Alex is the owner, proprietor of the establishment, or any of the fine fellows there will take care of you. Definitely call ahead because they are very busy. I drove past there not too long ago, and it was just like standing room only. So the Shaved Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark. Now, I actually have to bring up the webpage because they don't have a business card for Nick over at Maxim Motors. So let's dial Nick in. 973-620-9060. That's Maxim Motor Cars, 303 West Clinton Street, which is Route 15 in Dover, for a quality, affordable used vehicle. Now, again, at the end of the show, we'll maybe chat a little bit about some of the new cars that have been coming, previewing here at the LA Auto Show. And again, we're looking at some really nice stuff, but again, nice stuff comes at times with a high price tag. But these are some of the affordable vehicles that you can get. 2014 Jeep Compass 13.9, 2004 Chrysler 300M 4500. Still has the Subaru Forester. He sold the Camry finally. Ford Focus. I wonder if he still has the Mustang. Jeep Cherokee Laredo, Subaru Forester, Ford Taurus, Jeep Renegade, Frontier. I think maybe he sold the Mustang. Maybe he departed with the Mustang here. He still has the Pontiac G8. Looks like the Mustang has been sold. Good news. So we thank Nick and his father Anthony there at Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060. That's 303 West Clinton Street, which is Route 15, conveniently located between Routes 80 and Route 46 in beautiful Dover, New Jersey, out in Morris County. Beautiful spot for a nice fall ride, looking for a quality, affordable used vehicle at Maxim Motor Cars. Again, 973-620-9060. So we have to also talk to you about our good friend Darlene Newman, who I mentioned earlier in the show. Spoke with her briefly for a few minutes. She's finishing up season 10 of Travels with Darlie, which is going to premiere sometime. Just don't have an exact date yet. I'm not sure exactly what the date is, whether it's January, February. I'm thinking it's going to be January. So I'm hoping to also do a sit down interview. We just have to figure out the schedules of when she has some time to do that. So that'll be a lot of fun to bring Darlie onto the show for a little sit down interview, and she can kind of tell us all about season 10 and all about travels with Darlie. But again, you can watch her show on PBS Crate, Amazon Prime, Wonder Motivation TV's Journey. Go to her website, darlie-newman.com, for more information on any of the programs that you may be interested in. I think she also has another virtual program with Smithsonian Associates, I think the first week of December, but I have to check on that. But let's do this. Let's do the premiere here of the season 10. The season 10 teaser trailer. Again, this is the newest upcoming season. So let's as Warner Wolf would say, let's go to the videotape.
In the all-new 10th season of Travels with Darlie.
I see what you're doing. I can visualize it. What do you guys think?
My cheese exercise.
I'm about to ride the rails on a train that's the brainchild of George R.R. Martin of Game of Thrones.
Santa Fe Southern Railroad. We repaired the cars. We went for a wolf and dragon motif.
Sounds like the Margaritas hatched a lot of plans here.
But I'm not leaving out.
Modern female pioneers.
I am my 60s and I start doing this. Whatever you want to do in your life is possible at any age.
The findings here are huge. The site predates Stonehenge by thousands of years.
We go back in time, we go back in New France, in La Nouvelle France.
It's 5 a.m. I'm up really early to go hot air ballooning. So let's go, because we have a lot to discover on Travels with Darlie.
Fun stuff there. So there you have it. One of the first places to show the trailer for season 10 with Travels with Darlie in Santa Fe, all kinds of fun stuff in Quebec. So excited to see the episodes that we've kind of taken a little bit of a journey with her over the last 3 months or so, over the summer when she was filming them. You know, we showed a lot of the social media pages and photos that she's put up over the last couple of months. So a lot of fun with season 10. Can't wait, and can't wait to sit down, do a sit down interview. Got a lot of things I want to talk to Darlie about, the program, you know, just some background, how she got started with doing the show. So yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Actually, I think let's bring in, we've been using that one. There we go. I think that's a better placeholder, right? For season 10, kind of freshened up things here. So we'll use that from here on out. So Travels with Darlie. It's a great shot there with the balloons behind Dar. Hopefully I'll have some more information in another couple of weeks as far as the exact date for the premiere of season 10. And I will certainly pass it along. Again, we thank Travels with Darlie for sponsoring the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right. So Picks up a couple ice cream shop. Hold on a second. I had the thing on mute the whole time, didn't I? Let's start that over again. I believe, Anna, that they do have gift cards, but I would say probably give them a call, 908-325-6283. Again, 908-325-6283. There goes the George, the Jefferson's doorbell. Tell me you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show was what I was meaning to say, but I had the microphone on mute. So I'm almost positive they do offer gift cards. Also, Ralph does as well at the Current for Vanilla Bean Creamery at the shop. So if he's interested in ice cream, that's certainly something you could probably do as well. So, but I'm pretty sure that they do have gift cards for the Shaved Cave. All right, let's go to the Hudson Valley. I didn't mean to forego the Hudson Valley, but east on 287 heavy through Elmsford, south on the Hutch is busy. Getting south of 287, going north here up into Weaver Street is busy. East on the Cross County is fairly heavy here from the Thruway on over to, basically the Hutch this morning. Tappan Zee is good. Rockland County is rolling along just fine. Thruway is also moving along nicely. So is the area of 84, Route 6. 84, that's fine across the Beacon Bridge. 84, heading through Fishkill, through Lake Carmel. Brewster, we're moving along pretty nicely. So is 684. So really just fairly decent traffic here this morning. Not a whole lot of action. What I failed to bring in, and I should have brought it in before because I did hear that there were some problems on our subways. Let's go here. The W is suspended. N trains are running with 6 delays in both directions. Address the switch problem with the 60th Street Tunnel. W service is suspended. N trains have resumed making scheduled stops in both directions. Okay. Northbound 1 are delayed while we remove a train with a mechanical problem from service to 59th Street Columbus Circle. The northbound A trains are running with delays after we requested medical assistance for a person in need at 88th Street. Northbound B Q trains are running with delays while we address the signal problem at Atlantic Avenue and Barclays Center. Expect delays B, D, and N. B, D, and N service both directions while we get trains back on schedule. Okay. Let's go with the Q train. Northbound B and Q trains are running with delays while we address the signal problem at Atlantic Avenue and Barclays Center. Barclays. Let's go to the rails here. Harlem line. We've got 724 from North White Plains to Grand Central operating 1015. Expect some delays here on the Hudson line. Metro North customers 1015 delays between Harlem 125th and Grand Central Terminal because of track repairs at Harlem 125. New Haven, Metro North 1015 between Harlem 120 Grand Central. Track repairs at 125. Island Railroad is good, and the rest of Metro North is on or close, as they say. Oh. Tim Allen would say, "Who?" Was that Home Improvement? We gotta send best wishes out to Jay Leno. Wow, that was kind of crazy, right? What happened to Jay in the garage there? Trying to light his 1907, I think, steam engine vehicle of some type, because you actually have to physically light it to start the process to make steam, and some sort of a fuel line leak of some type, and the gas splashed up on his face, and he's got like second, third degree burns on his face and part of his hand. So our best wishes to Jay Leno. That's one of my favorite shows, is Jay Leno's Garage. Being a car guy myself, staying with my father, and both my parents like Jay Leno's Garage, and so we send best wishes out to Jay there, and from what I'm understanding, thankfully one of his staff was right with him when it happened and managed to either put a blanket on him or something just to take out the flame. So wow, Crazy freak accident, right? Hmm. All right. So eastbound 46 west of Route 3, an overturned truck. Oh boy, that's got to. Oh my goodness, what a horror show this is. It's normally a horror show to begin with, but yeah, I would say that's even subject to closure there. Eastbound 80 is picking up a lot of the alternate volume as word gets out from other media. But yeah, that could be out there for some time. Unfortunately, there were no cameras through that stretch. Um, 42 now north of exit 10, Black Horse Pike and Gloucester. All lanes are shut. That's a new one there. Wow. People driving too fast or what? But that would be northbound. Would normally be coming towards us at 41, but no deal here. Um, Maps. So there's your 46 Bacchanal. We'll continue over to the rest of the state here. This is great. Central Jersey, Northwest Jersey, everything is fine. Parkway picking up a little blip here into Brick. Can't believe they don't put the exit numbers up. You're sitting right on it. 89. That's what I thought, but I just want to make confirmation of that. So yeah, put in the comments what you thought of the new season for Darley there. Season 10. I'm excited to see the railroad there from George R.R. Martin. There's our crash here on 42 getting north of Black Horse Pike. So that's shut. Gloucester. So that hopefully everyone's okay. But sometimes when they close up the road doesn't mean it's a terribly serious situation, but it is, but it couldn't maybe not, just maybe that they need to move a fire truck in or some other apparatus, but hopefully everyone is okay there. That's where I was going with cameras. Think, well, I can see the 46 camera at Union Boulevard has got some traction to it. Hollywood. We'll go to Union. I don't. That hasn't worked in gosh knows how long. Let's go to 46 at 23. See much there. Good either. Route 3 over by the Parkway. That's west coming towards us. That's heavy there. So where do we want to go next? Next on the list. It's 8:13. We're gonna head to Raine in the weather center here momentarily. Whoa, hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Hey now. Let's go to the Hudson River crossings. And actually, I think I'm gonna talk a little about that Buffalo situation up there, where they're gonna get like 4 or 5 feet, 4 to 5 feet snow. Over an hour at the upper to the George, 45 for the lower, about 15 apiece here at the Lincoln Holland. I don't something happen here on the Cross Bronx that I'm not aware of. Yeah, that's what it is. Yep, I figured. Anytime you see that number get close to the hour mark, you know something's happening out of the Cross Bronx. If it's under just general flow, should be 45 or less. Anytime you tick up to that hour mark, that's when things really start to implode. Implosion. saw. That's east and left. There it is. There it is. Ah, she is, Jim. So it's going east. Let's see. Where's Weeks Avenue? It's really before. It's just before. Yeah, the camera's right here. So it's just before Webster Avenue. Yeah, Webster. Not the show Webster, but Webster Avenue. Clay has no, doesn't show anything there. So we had the camera where we wanted it. Not Walton. Weeks right there. Right lane is shut under the bridge. So that's why the George has gone right down the drain. Over an hour. Fog on, is that some fog on the school bus windshield? Wow. Anyway, let's take a quick break here. We'll go to the weather center now. Again, mind you, when you see this forecast, this is from yesterday, so I didn't have any weather from them this morning. So this should have the 7-day. All right, so Raine, take it away.
Good morning, Don. For our headlines for today, chilly and windy today as it was yesterday, and then as we move throughout the rest of the week, consistent temperatures as well as conditions, and no precipitation expected. For our commute forecast this morning, looking like mostly clear conditions, and then that continues throughout the afternoon and evening, nothing to worry about for your commute. For today's highs, generally similar conditions all around the tri-state area, as low as 43 in Sussex and getting as warm as 48 down in Wildwood, but generally 40s all across the board as our highs for today. So a little bit chillier. We're feeling fall in its full effect, so make sure you have a jacket. And for tonight's lows, also getting much chillier, down to 24 degrees up in Sussex and as warm as 34 down in Wildwood and also 35 in New York. But generally 20s and low 30s for tonight's lows. And then for the future cast, nothing particularly interesting for the next couple days aside from a couple flurries and snow showers in Pennsylvania as well as upstate New York. But for the tri-state region, probably at most a couple showers, like very spotty showers, and maybe a couple flurries, but really nothing of concern. And then for the rest of Friday and into Saturday, just some passing clouds, really nothing of concern. For our 7-day forecast, conditions looking very similar throughout the entire week, mostly sunny and sunny conditions, with all of our highs being in the 40s, with the exception of Wednesday getting slightly warmer up to 50, and all of our lows being in the 20s, with once again our exception being Wednesday, our low at 31. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Raine. Nice job as always, my friend, there in the Rutgers Weather Watchers studio. You did see a bit of a chill to the air, very cold, fairly cold temperatures for this time of the year for this weekend. So bundle up if you're doing some shopping. But getting into next week, we start to come back up into the lower 50s, getting closer to Thanksgiving. So hopefully Thanksgiving will be like around 50. That'd be really nice. All right, so we're looking at now. This is up to the Buffalo area. Wanted to try to dial in some of the let's see the list of incidents. Traffic. Let me bring up another page here. Hold on. Let's do this. Traffic list. Processing. Filter. Niagara Buffalo area. We got, there's definitely some road closures here. Erie County. Route 5 is shut. Got shut is Route 5. Really? I guess so. Well, looky there. Um, right in here is this is the jackpot winner. You know, like all weekend, it's gonna be snowing up in General Hospital land up here in Port Charles for the next like 72 hours. And again, they're forecasting 3, 4, maybe 5 feet of snow. I said 5 feet. I mean, look at this. You can't even, I mean, it's just crazy. 5 feet. 5 feet. They actually moved the Buffalo Cleveland game to Detroit for that kind of for this kind of snow. So will not be any kind of a snow bowl. Look at that. Oof. Showed the video. Wow, look at that. That is tremendous. Look at that. Wow. Holy smokes. I think that's just going to continue on for the next couple of days until like Sunday. How do you even possibly you can't even you can't keep up with this kind of snow. But eventually you have to, because I mean there's no plow that could push 3, 4 feet of snow. Height wise, maybe, but just the weight of the snow pushing 3, 4 feet of snow is almost virtually impossible. Actually, people out here trying to drive, like, where are they going? Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Look at that. I'm assuming Buffalo is pretty much at a complete standstill. This is historic snow. I mean, there's no question about that. How far inland it goes. Okay. That's not there. Trying to see how far inland the snow goes, because it's kind of like a sharp cutoff, really. Oh, you couldn't pay me all the money in the world to live up here with the snow. Absolute insanity. That's snowy, but it doesn't look as bad as what it is right off the water. You know, I think if you come inland, Corfu wasn't Corfu. I think Corfu was a James Bond movie. Greece, Corfu. That doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's snowy, but that's just snow. Oh, it's just awful. I mean, we're down to the pavement here, so it's just a little bit slick. This doesn't look like there's maybe more than 2 inches at best. I mean, you kind of still see the grass, maybe an inch. Seems like it's a very sharp cutoff. Comments. Connor says almost had a hard time starting up the car today. Yeah, it's definitely cold out there, bud. So yeah, something to think about. Trying to winterize that vehicle, now before dare I say we get any of this kind of chaos. To find a camera like in downtown Buffalo, maybe like out by the stadium or something. But that would have been just a crazy, absolute lunatic game to play. Right at the state at Bills. That doesn't look terrible. Honestly, it doesn't look terrible. Okay. Not a whole lot of cameras in the downtown area. It's just right, obviously, just the lake effect snow. See, that doesn't look bad either. feel like say, dare I say, micro bursts of the snow. That looks kind of fine. Quite honestly. Doesn't look bad here. And I don't know a whole lot about Buffalo. I don't think I've ever been to Buffalo. Just no. Fine. That's fine as well. We've always seen that snow there. It's right in here, wasn't it? Yeah, look at that. Oh, Orchard Park is where the stadium is. That's right. Hmm. That impressive. Most impressive. Sneeze. Oof. Ah. Radar here. Enhanced radar. Well, this is all precip, obviously. Coming into the Buffalo area, we're coming up to last radar return was 8 8:20 or so. Looks like it's further south of Buffalo is really getting shellacked here. Hamburg, Orchard Park, where the stadium is. Boston, Lackawanna. Training snow that's just coming up off of the coming right off the lake here. Lake Erie. This section of London, Ontario, I don't think it's as much snow as what Buffalo does because it goes from west to east. By the time it clears Detroit, it kind of settles down just a bit. But, actually, you know what? Let's go to the. I don't know why this fascinates me here. Again, it's fairly light around our area for the most part. For the most part. Find local weather. Keyboard would work. That would help. No, not Buffalo. No. 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 See full forecast. Hazardous weather conditions with your local on the 8th. Buffalo, Greater Buffalo International Airport. KBUF. 28 degrees, light snow, fog, and mist. -2 degrees Celsius. Lake effect snow warning. Red until Sunday. Oh my. Hey now. Heavy snow and areas of blowing snow. Heavy snow and areas of blowing snow. Wow. Let's see here. So today, snow could be heavy at times. Some thunder snow. Yeah. Look out. Total daytime accumulation of 5 to 9 inches is possible. Snow could be heavy at times. Thunder, a new snow accumulation of 9 to 13 inches is possible. The air is just getting shellacked. Holy cow. Saturday, snow before 11, then chance of snow showers after 3. An additional snow of 1 to 3. So what are we up? What's the totals here now? So 9, 13, that's 22, 26 already. Saturday, chance of precip with a new accumulation of up to 5 inches. 26, that's 31. Yeah, they're going to get close to 36 inches, 48 inches probably. Wow. But that stuff's going to stick around for, well, I mean, it's going to be 41 above freezing, so it's going to slowly melt, but that stuff will be there through the rest of the year. K-Buff. K-Buff. Trying to see if there was a point that maybe would get more. Let's try Orchard Park. So Orchard Park is going to get 2 miles west southwest of Billington Heights, New York. Maybe that's the aforementioned Port Charles. So for Orchard Park in that area, daytime snow accumulation of 14 to 20 here. 14 to 20. So we'll go on the high end of 20. And then a new accumulation before tonight of another 11. So that's 31 inches. And then you're looking at another 3 to 5 by Saturday. Wow. 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 All right. So as we've digressed way far off the our trail here. But again, obviously, we're talking about this area here. Thinking Port Charles is probably somewhere south of the Buffalo area in this location. For all I know, it could be Buffalo. I don't know. But it's just amazing. From Port Charles International Airport, they have direct flights to London and Rome. No one's flying from London to Buffalo direct. Anyway, because I think Pine Valley and all my children was supposed to be New York as well, upstate New York or Pennsylvania, one of the two. Okay, so let's get back to our action here. Let's go back to traffic incidents. Dial this in. So we now have 2 lanes shut north here. Getting to Black Horse Pike with a crash. 29 Thunder Road has the right lane shut with a crash there. 76 shoulder is out, and then east on 46 just before Route 3, 2 lanes are shut with an overturned truck. The 29 situation is this morning. Oh, they put new cameras in on 29. Very nice, DOT. Impressive. Most impressive. This is out by Cass Street over by the stadium for the Trenton Thunder. They put new cameras in all up and down the. Oh, that's a nice camera. Hey, I'm all for the good cameras here. Oh, that's nice too. That one is not HD high definition, as this one is now HD. Very, very nice. Look at that. Beautiful images there. Unfortunately, traffic's heavy getting up for State House workers this morning on a Friday. This is at 129. Let's go up to Sullivan's Warren Street. I bet you they're replacing that camera as well. Route 1 there is heavy going north. Oof. On there. 29 at Calhoun. Still an old camera. And they have the one here at Sullivan Way. Oh, that's a new one too. Beautiful. Look at that. Slowly changing out these cameras, if you've noticed that. Connor says, notice always catching the Route 18 traffic near Edgeboro. Yeah, for some reason, I think I don't know if it's that traffic light or what the deal is there. That way right here at Edgeboro. Unless something happened, I don't know. Looks like a big construction project out in the distance, but that camera looks fairly new to the scene as well. This is that Henderson Road. That one's definitely a new camera. Ooh, that's a nice camera too. DOT firing up these new cameras. Wonderful stuff. Rider's lane cameras. Easton Avenue, 287. Durham Ave. That one's they gotta change that one out too. Drive, 22 West. On North Plainfield, by North Plainfield, Nissan. This is a good way to do the spot check of some of the cameras. Data 46. Hollywood, we showed you that one already. 280 is doing. That's a new camera there at Laurel at 6. I like what I see there. This is at Eisenhower Parkway. No camera. Damn it. This is where they need cameras. They need about a dozen cameras in here. I figured out why there's no cameras there. Parkway. 7 Bridge. Belleville Bridge. 4 at Hackensack Avenue. Moonachie Road up in Alexandra territory here. Let's see how far back that delay in the George gets. Back on the, I think that's starting to ease up just a bit. Or no, not really. Okay, so there's our situations in New Jersey. Let's bring the New York page here. 287 west before exit 9. There's a crash. Broken down tractor trailer. Okay, that's what it is. We're over by Weeks Avenue. That's the one we told you about just before Webster. South of Rosedale, there's a crash. Arnold Drive. Wonder where Arnold Drive is in Clifton Park. I don't know where that is. Looks like Hudson Valley, Long Island is fairly good. Good to eat. Eastbound 287 is heavy here. Out at 440. Across the VZ. And then the belt is fairly busy as you get out to as we get out to Bay 8th. West at Flatbush, both ways really at Flatbush is heavy. Inbound Gowanus BQE combo, that's a mess. The Battery Tunnel, that is heavy there. Southbound BQE is busy. Queens Boulevard all the way down into the Brooklyn Bridge. Williamsburg Bridge, that's going to be a crowded ride as well. Both ways, the FDR is heavy here at the Midtown Tunnel and south of the RFK Triborough, getting down into the lower, maybe I will say mid 40s or so, give or take. There's the issues on the Cross Bronx with that broken down tractor trailer, but for some reason I think that may be gone. Nope, still there. Okay. South here at Rosedale, that's the other one over by the Bronx River Parkway. We want to populate that. Yes. Come on. There it is. So we got the right lane shut. That's going to screw traffic back to the interchange. North on the Bruckner, we're busy getting up into the Hutch. The Deegan has settled down, so is the Bronx River Parkway. Again, we're getting closer to 9 o'clock. We're here at 8:40 now. South on the Cross Island, we're busy getting out to Bayside Marina. Whitestone Expressway north to the Whitestone is busy. Grand Central West is slowly easing up. Westbound LIE looks good until you get to Queens Boulevard. Eastbound heavy. So is the Grand Central. This is all some sun glare getting out to the Clearview. Both ways of the Van Wyck here, Hillside, Jamaica Avenue, Liberty Avenue. Both ways of the Belt out by the airport. North on the Cross Island is heavy in the southern, all the way up into the Grand Central. This morning, east some sun glare still into 135 on the southern. West on the LIE now we're busy getting past 135. West on the northern end to the Wantagh is crowded. The Meadowbrook and the Wantagh, that's busy. 135 is going to be heavy. West on the LIE is busy into 111. 347, Suffolk County is good. Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton. That's fairly busy. We'll go over to Connecticut now. We're still trying to recover 95 and exit 6 from that earlier crash. We're back to Route 7. So is the Merritt, getting down into about 35 or so into turn of river. But yeah, that's about it. Both ways of the Hutch here. That's crowded. Getting up to Weaver Street, east on 287 in Elmsford is fairly busy. But, all of the Hudson Valley is good. Not going to really complain about that. There's our snow. Ooh. Wow. Go back to NJ Transit, New Jersey Transit. We got even a third of that snow that would shut down the tri-state area. AC Rail Line 828 arrival into Philly is 20 minutes late. There were a couple canceled trains here this morning. One out of Penn in the city, one out of Jersey Ave in New Brunswick. Back to Path now. Square 33rd resuming normal service. Hoboken 33rd resuming normal service. Okay. And let's go to the MTA. Or BD, NQW, all delayed. Trains rerouted on the 5. Southbound 45 delay with address signal problem at 59th Street. Let's go to the rails. Expect delay is Harlem here. Still track repairs at Harlem 125th between that and Grand Central 10:15. That's going to affect the Hudson. That's going to affect the Hudson line, New Haven line. Long Island Railroad is going to be in good shape. Good shape. Good to let's go to the bridges and tunnels now. Here, 842. Still with that broken down tractor trailer screwing up the George, and about an hour 15 for the upper, about an hour for the lower, and definitely know it's lighter than normal when the Holland and Lincoln are under 15 minutes apiece. So I want to bring in, find it. Oh my. So again, our shameless promotion for us, we're at 118. Look at that, 118 subscribers. Very, very nice there. So good stuff here. And we've hit the 1,000 mark on the caddy. Awesome. Love it. So let's do this. I wanted to. So here it is. So here's the the other show that I do. Morning show. This was the morning show from yesterday. I hosted with Kara because Christina was a little under the weather. sample there. If you're like to go see this show, you certainly can do so here on New Jersey. That is our website. Wow, I got some weird hair going, don't I? Oh my gosh. Oh goodness gracious. Wow. Flattering side shot of myself. Anyway, so I'll let you know you can watch the show there. That was the hosting show, and also be on next week as well. Actually, the show will replay this morning, and also I will be on the broadcast for Thanksgiving. I'm hosting the show next Thursday and Friday. Connor says, "Don't be embarrassed." Up now. I was my own worst critic. Anyway, so let's go to the Weather Center. Let me bring in Raine here, who's doing a nice job in the Weather Center. Let me bring in the 7-day forecast just to see what this weekend's going to look like. Raine, good morning.
Good morning, Don. For our headlines for today, chilly and windy today as it was yesterday, and then as we move throughout the rest of the week, consistent temperatures as well as conditions, and no precipitation expected. For our commute forecast this morning, looking like mostly clear conditions, and then that continues throughout the afternoon and evening, nothing to worry about for your commute. For today's highs, generally similar conditions all around the tri-state area, as low as 43 in Sussex and getting as warm as 48 down in Wildwood, but generally 40s all across the board as our highs for today. So a little bit chillier. We're feeling fall in its full effect, so make sure you have a jacket. And for tonight's lows, also getting much chillier, down to 24 degrees up in Sussex and as warm as 34 down in Wildwood and also 35 in New York. But generally 20s and low 30s for tonight's lows. And then for the futurecast, nothing particularly interesting for the next couple days aside from a couple flurries and snow showers in Pennsylvania as well as upstate New York. But for the tri-state region, probably at most a couple showers, like very spotty showers, and maybe a couple flurries, but really nothing of concern. And then for the rest of Friday and into Saturday, just some passing clouds, really nothing of concern. For our 7-day forecast, conditions looking very similar throughout the entire week, mostly sunny and sunny conditions, with all of our highs being in the 40s, with the exception of Wednesday getting slightly warmer up to 50, and all of our lows being in the 20s, with once again our exception being Wednesday, our low at 31. Back to you, Don.
Thank you, Raine. Good morning to you once again, and really nice job. So it looks like that Wednesday, getaway. Say, we'll see. I have to look at the schedule for Wednesday to see what I'm up against. But we may do a little Wednesday getaway traffic. Really, the Tuesday is the new Wednesday now, so we may be able to do Tuesday evening, like from 3 to 5. 4 to 5, somewhere around in that vicinity. But we'll see what the schedule will allow. Anyway, so as I mentioned to you before, again, traffic is fairly light around our tri-state area. We'll get back to some of the other issues in just a moment. But automotive news-wise, there's been quite a bit of activity, and obviously it's all because of the Los Angeles Auto Show, which opens today and runs through next Sunday. But the press previews were yesterday, but this was one of them, is the new Toyota Prius, 2023 Prius, which I believe will be out in the spring. I think it's really sharp looking. I mean, it is really stylish. Hopefully they don't have some more photographs than what we've got here, but they always show these cars in these silver colors for some reason. I don't get it. So it has a panoramic moonroof. It doesn't open, but it's a panoramic roof. See the Prius name now spelled out. That seems like that's a sharp looking car. I mean, it still has that kind of wedge type shape as the Prius has always had. But I just think has a much more modern feel, flair to it. Um, Certainly doesn't look like my Cadillac, but it has that same kind of swoopy, kind of coupe like profile to it. And finally, they've turned it into into like a normal interior instead of that stupid center, that ridiculous center speedometer that was right in the center, which I just couldn't stand that, and that stupid portrait side screen. It was just ridiculous. Um, so it's a normal 12.3 inch um, screen with then there's no head up display, although there were some models, I want to say like in the mid 2000s or a little bit further out, 2010, 11, that era. Connor says that would be cool for an evening rush hour show. Um, there were some models that had a head up display. This does not have a head up display, but this instrument gauge cluster is pushed far enough forward towards almost like a head up display, which is fine. I think it kind of looks sharp. And that's it. That's all the photos they have. Better than that. Press release has some more information. Again, they show it off in the silver color. Oh, horrible colors to show this vehicle off in. Um, the base model per se is going to get up to 57 miles per gallon. I would imagine this limited trim probably is going to be in the lower 50s just because it has bigger wheels and also has, maybe a little bit heavier, but I think it really looks sharp. I think they've got a hit on their hands, and certainly you can certainly see these being like New York City taxis and so forth, especially that panoramic roof, really sharp looking. Now, it's obviously all going to come down to price, where it fits in with the market, with so many manufacturers going fully electric. Now, there is the Prius Prime, which is going to be the Prius Prime is the plug-in hybrid, like my car. It gets probably about the same amount of mileage on electric, looking between 30 and 40. I mean, mine gets just about 40 on electric. So there it is, the Prius Prime. I don't think they've really released too many of those numbers as of yet, but besides the panoramic roof, you can get a solar roof like the Sonata hybrid does, and it does very minimal charging. It really is just it's not going to really charge up your battery per se. It's be impossible. It's just there's not enough cells on the roof to do that. It's gonna have almost 220 some odd horsepower out of a Prius. It's gonna get this to 0 to 60 in about mid 6 seconds, 6.5 seconds with those dual motors in the back. Or the one motor, I should say. But I'm surprised that they don't. Press releases. Probably get the same press release as the last one. Prime. Optimus Prime. SE grade, soft text leather. XSE, we'll go right to the top. XS Premium, that's what we want to see. So we've got JBL stereo, fixed glass roof, digital key, direct light illumination, advanced park, solar glass roof. Any information on the powertrain? it doesn't show the powertrain though. Let's see here. To Prius Prime, Ecstasy, Windchill Pearl. That's a sharp looking color. Cutting Edge, Guardian Gray, Black, or Supersonic Red. At least there's a red, but yeah, some of the colors are just brutal. 2-liter engine, 0 to 60 in 6.6. But it's not really telling us, not really telling you how and centerism using on. Um, it is not saying what the range is, but the estimates are between probably 30 and 40 miles on a charge. What that charging capability is, whether it's 11.3 or I don't think it's going to be any higher than that. That's the thing with my Cadillac. It charges so slow. It's only like a 3 kilowatt charger on board because in reality, the uh promoting showing the rest of the group from um what was I going to say? In reality, the when you say oh an electric charging station, it's not really. It's really an electric delivery station because the charger is actually on the vehicle itself. Um, huh, okay. That there was a new Ford Escape as well, plus a new Subaru Impreza. Oh, this website, they just started screw you with the ads. Doing there is the Impreza Prius. Those the Trax, the Chevy Trax is kind of a nice looking little small affordable vehicle there. Um, I prefer the yellow here. I don't know why we're not getting the yellow color here in the States. That's for Japan, but why? Anyway, so I've digressed way too far off the thing. So we still have the westbound cross Bronx here over by Rosedale Avenue and the Bronx River Parkway. You still have the right lane shut there with a collision and with the broken down vehicle. Still with the broken down tractor trailer being cleared. That's still messing up the George Washington Bridge. Let's see here. 46 east of just before Route 3, 2 lanes are shut. Eastbound 80, that's a new one. I think there's definitely the camera there. Let's see what we can see. Or Route 15, and they spun it around. There it is. There. Oh, whoa, boy, that's a big crash. Looks like just the right lane is getting through. Put that on the map for us. That is going to be right there. Right here. So hopefully everyone is okay. When did that come into the traffic center? That was 5 minutes ago. Outer Bridge crossing back to Jersey from Staten Island. That is still being cleared. Briefly go back to the maps. And again, the 46 Bacchanal continues here this morning as we get out to Route 3. South along 208, still pretty heavy, getting out to Route 4. Parkway north and Route 17 is busy. Parkway, a little congestion here at Bloomfield, but that's about it. Out by Robbie Rowan area. 280 both ways at the Stickle Drawbridge, kind of normal stuff in that locale. Let's just go to Staten Island. I know there's definitely a camera there. Oh, come on. Mouse I have is the worst. Works when it works well, but when it doesn't, it goes. There it is on the bridge. So right lane is out. I get a feeling that's gonna be out of the way in about 2 minutes. Port Authority police are like a pit crew in Formula One. They get up there and they do their deal. They get out of the way. Looks like our 42 issue is cleared at Black Horse Pike. This will be busy 4255 into the interchange there at 295. Let's run down the Hudson River crossings one final time as we get ready to head off here this morning. Still an hour 15 for the upper, 45 for the lower, and under about 10 to 15 at the Lincoln and Holland. So again, once they clear up that broken down tractor trailer, I think we should be good. All right, friends, I think we're going to wrap it up here for the morning. It is 9 o'clock this morning on a still lighter than normal Friday, but still busy with some bigger issues, with that George Washington Bridge and the Cross Bronx situation. We had 95, that's been cleared. Long Island looks pretty good. Just kind of normal volume there throughout the 5 boroughs. I want to thank Connor, Anna, Big Rob Rowan, and of course, Alexandra. Thank you for all your messages. I didn't get a chance because I was filling in for Christina the last 2 days because unfortunately she was a little under the weather. So wish her well to get better. So I got kind of called into service at the last minute, the last couple of days, so I didn't really get a chance to get word out. But so programming going forward now, let's look to this. We're off Monday, Tuesday for the morning because I'm back anchoring. Tuesday night, I'm hoping to come back on again with some getaway traffic. Probably, I would think between probably like I don't know. I have to just look at my schedule. I'm thinking maybe around 5 o'clock. We'll come on and do an hour or so. We'll be back Wednesday morning with you, the 22nd. But then after that, we'll be off Thursday, Friday for Thanksgiving, and then the following Monday, Tuesday. So we won't be back until a week from that Monday, the 29th. So our show schedule goes as follows. So 21st, we will be on. I got to think about that one again. Probably closer to 5 o'clock. I just have to see, maybe between 4 and 5, we will see, because I have to set up for another video shoot for Tuesday night. So I have to set that up Tuesday afternoon. So I got to think about that one. It may or may not happen. We'll see. Anyway, we'll definitely be back with you on Wednesday morning for the full show. And then off Thursday, Friday, and then we'll be back a week from that on the 29th for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So yeah, so I think that's kind of what our schedule will be. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with us here. We got 118 subscribers. Please subscribe to our channel on Facebook and YouTube. So I want to thank all of our wonderful supporters and all the views that we've been getting. I love doing this show. Unfortunately, right now it's not really paying the bills, to be quite transparent. So I have to, do some of this other work, but I do love doing this show, and certainly enjoy the interaction with all of our great fans and all of our great subscribers. So again, we're going for 200 subscribers and 200 episodes. We're at 129 now, so we've got 71 more episodes to that mark. So we'll see now with this expanded schedule per se. But anyway, so again, thank you to all of our great sponsors, Travels with Darley, Shave Cave, Cranford Old Bean Creamery, and Maxim Motor Cars. Thank all of them. Can't wait to bring you the Darley interview. Hopefully we can get that done before the holidays. We will see. If not, we may have to push that off to the beginning of the new year when we get closer towards the debut of season 10. Just not quite sure what her schedule is, so we're trying to, why people are talking to her people. So got one of those kind of things. So that should be a lot of fun to do that. But anyway, so again, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic Friday, and certainly you want to bundle up. We also want to thank our good friend John Rocco and the Weather Watchers over at Rutgers. Can't forget them, especially Johnny doing a great job managing all of that for myself and the local access channel. So thank you, sir, for all the great work that you do. We'll be in touch very, very soon. Again, have a fantastic Friday, bundle up, and a great weekend. And we will see you either Tuesday evening, definitely Wednesday morning, but the potential is for Tuesday. So hit that bell notification and we'll that'll alert you to when we're live. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you soon.